Rifling pitching and airtight defense. Each victory has built upon the last, fueling their confidence and cementing their position atop the early standings. They are playing with a purpose, a relentless drive to extend a remarkable winning streak and to establish themselves as a team to beat. So lean in, folks. This is baseball at its finest. The Oilmen chasing history with every pitch and swing. The Vikings determined to be the team that puts a stop to the perfect streak. It's a clash of ambition, a contest of skill, and the thrill of competition. Oilmen Baseball on Region Sports Network starts right now. We welcome you into the broadcast. My name is Seth Berquist, running solo today as the Oilmen take on the Hammond Vikings. The man on the mound currently for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen is Matthew Rutke. He is in his first start from Oberlin College. And other than that, the defensive alignment for the Oilmen from left to right, Thomas, Upperman, and Fedor. From third to first is Hockman, Church, Robinson, and Groberski. The man behind the dish is Nate Brumfield. Leading off and ready to get this game started is Dillian Rodriguez, number 12. He'll be playing center field for the Vikings. Matthew Rutke out of Northbrook, Illinois, currently standing at 6'7" at 260 pounds. And the first pitch is a ground ball over to the second baseman. The throw will be in time. That'll bring up number 8, Arnaldo Velasquez. Last year he was a Panther, and the first Panthers win of the season last year was off of a walk-off single from Arnaldo Velasquez down the third base line. That's going to get drilled straight into left field. Thomas is under it. He makes the grab, and two pitches gives us 2 outs in the top of the first. Thomas Corley probably not going to take a swing at this one. Thomas Corley, if he grounds out on this one, is going to be a perfect 3-pitch inning. He's going to take that one for strike 1. That'll be a ball to even it up at 1-1. Fouls that one off. And we are ready to go once more. The count currently stands 0-2. Or 1-2, excuse me, as that one's going to get grounded over to the shortstop. The play might be in time. He is safe. That'll be an infield single to the D1 shortstop, Drew Church. Couldn't make the throw in time as much as Groberski could stretch. And Corley makes it over to first to bring up Logan Tokars, the third baseman for the Vikings, in the left-handed box. Pitch is going to be fouled off. There's the pitch. Grounded over to the shortstop, Drew Church once more. Will he make the play this time? The throw in time, and that retires the side. No runs on 1 hit and no errors for the Oilmen. And when we come back, the Oilmen take their first at-bat of the game right here on Region Sports Network.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an ironworker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or Ironworkers 395.
Welcome back to Oil City Stadium. Bottom of the first after Hammond only puts up one hit and cannot make it from there. Eddie Kicho making his debut on the mound for the Hammond Vikings. We have not seen the lefty yet, and we are curious to see how he can perform against this very difficult 5-0 Oilmen team. Defensive alignment from left to right is Dowd, Rodriguez, and Biederstadt. From third to first, Tokars, Velasquez, Roy, and Corley. The man behind the dish is Roberson. The leadoff hitter will be number 40, Nick Upperman, who's had a very strong season thus far. And he will head into the righty box right now. Velasquez, the shortstop, playing pretty far to the left, leaving a wide open middle gap. Ground ball right up the middle would be a pretty easy base hit here as he hacks, and that'll be a called strike one. Decide to call it a strike. Whether it was a check swing or not, it doesn't matter. It was in the zone. That one will be fouled off. So an 0-2 count now to Nick Upperman. One of the strongest hitters on this Oilman team. So he'll foul that one back once more. Tonight is karaoke night here at Oil City Stadium. Fans have signed up to sing their favorite song in between innings. It is beautiful, foggy weather here at Oil City Stadium. That pitch is going to be high for ball one. Make the count 1-2. He'll hack and miss at that one. That'll be a nice little strike three in the books. That'll bring up number 16, Kamari Thomas. Kicho puts out Upperman in 5 pitches. Thomas, the left fielder, just looking to up the pitch count as much as possible. Kicho dropped that ball while he was back in his stance. Luckily, nobody on the bases, or that would have been a balk. Pitch is outside for ball one. It's going to be a dribbler back into the pitcher on the bunt. The bunt will be an infield single. That'll bring up 15, Drew Church. Kicho not able to make the play. Had a far run to go. 1 hit for each team so far in this ball game. In the first inning. Pitch is called a strike on the inside corner. Might have been a little generous to Kicho there. But nonetheless, we play on. Pickoff attempt at first base unsuccessful. Rather lazy pitch over to first. Dribbler over to the second baseman. He's going to try and turn two, and it's going to be an error in the books. He'll score. Or he will not score, excuse me. He will round second, put runners on the corners.
Now batting for Oilmen, number 7, Cole Hockman.
Runners now on the corners with only one out due to the E4 on the play. And now we get Cole Hockman, the third baseman, who takes strike one on the inside corner.
Scores decision, E4.
The 0-1 pitch. Just outside, maybe a tad high. It's a ball. That one's gonna get ripped out into right field. That'll score a run, put runners on the corners. Still with only one out.
Number 12, Luis Termero.
Now runners on the corners with one out. It's Luis Termero, the DH for today. He'll take ball one high. That one goes outside. That'll be another ball. Church on third, Honkman on first. Only one out. A sac fly would put another run on the board. Runner goes. It's a ground ball, and that will score a run. Possibly put one on third. Hockman's digging. The throw to third. Not in time. Once more, runners on the corners.
Now batting for Oilmen, number 27, Ryan Groberski.
Now we bring it up to Ryan Groberski, the first baseman. There's the pitch, and it is a ball high. Only one out. We've seen 16 pitches so far from Eddie Kicho on the bump. It's a 2-0 ball game here in Oil City. Big swing and a miss. Count goes 1-1. That one's going to be chopped foul. Count goes 1-2. Hefty lead from Hockman at third. As that one is fouled off on the left side. We'll do the 1-2 again. First inning runs have been the name of the game for the Oilmen in their past 5 games, and that continues to be the case today. That one will be in the dirt for ball 2, even up the count. Luis Termero not taking any chances over there at first base and wanting to play it safe a little bit. That one will be a ball inside. It'll fill up the count. Groberski has seen 6 pitches already. That one will be a ball. Termero took off. It does not matter, as it was a walk, so we will not get the stolen base out of it. But the bases are loaded with only 1 out. And it is, once again, ladies and gentlemen, a 2-0 ball game. We get number 17, Nate Brumfield, to the dish. He'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Nate Brumfield, a catcher from Wabash College, hails out of Valparaiso, Indiana. Shout out to my Valparaiso folks back home. Ball inside. Count evens up at 1. Big swing and a miss. Count goes 1-2. Keecho's going to step off the bump, and we will reset. Big swing and a miss, and he goes down by the way of the K. So 2 outs now on the board. It'll be Ricky Robinson, number 9. He's playing second base today. Ricky Robinson from Kaskaskia College, playing out of Plainfield, Illinois. And he will take strike 1. Ricky Robinson so far 1 for 4 for the Oilmen. He has seen 6 plate appearances, so 2 free bases for him. He'll take ball 1 high to even it up. It's Hockman on third, Termero at second with Groberski on first. Kicks, delivers. Calls it a strike outside, a questionable call. So that one was curving in, but was still well outside. Nonetheless, the count is 1-2. And he'll see that one as a ball. 2 outs with bases loaded. Robinson would not like to leave 3 stranded here in the first inning. Left on base is a stat that really hurts in the game of baseball. Swings and misses, and he goes down on strikes, and that retires the side. When we come back, it's the top of the second inning on Region Sports Network.
Crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost premium meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
Welcome back to Oil City Stadium. It's Trevor Roy up at the dish for the Hammond Vikings, currently trailing by 2 to get things kicked off at the top of the second. Oilmen got 2 strong runs to get their game kicked off as he takes that pitch for strike 1. Matthew Rutke only throwing 8 pitches in the first inning. He's looking to carry that momentum here and maybe use that generous strike zone from the umpire to his advantage, as that one is called outside for a ball. Next pitch. Popped straight up into the air. Looks like it's the shortstop who might have the grab on it. Drew Church makes the grab, and that is out number 1.
Now batting for the Vikings, number 28, Mike Roberson.
28, Michael Roberson, the catcher, is now up for the Hammond Vikings. Only 3 pitches to that first batter. Rutke using that efficiency as that first pitch called ball 1. And he'll see that pitch for a strike. I don't know if it's the angle that I'm sitting at, but you folks at home have a better angle than I do. Your camera is directly behind the plate. I've got a tad bit of an angle, so it's hard for me to see these pitches well. Count goes 1-2 on the foul ball. That will be fouled off once more. Roberson battling, trying to up that pitch count from Rutke any way possible. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Down he goes. 2 outs quickly.
Now batting for the Vikings, number 30, Michael Sanchez.
It's Michael Stanton batting in the 7th hole, number 30, the DH for today. There's the pitch. It is straight up into the air. Second baseman makes the grab, and that is the end of the inning. When we come back, Oilmen bats back at it here on Region Sports Network.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
Wait! Let me help! Land of Frost! Premium meat! Delicious! And no byproducts!
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay.
Whee!
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium.
Bottom of the second here in City. 2 runs on 3 hits just in that first from your Northwest Indiana Oilmen. And another perfect 9 pitches from Matt Rutke on the bump just in the top of the second. Now as we go to the bottom, Eddie Kitro has 31 pitches going into this second. That first inning very slow for him. And it'll be the 9-hole hitter Mike Fedor to get things kicked off here in Oil City. The 9-hole hitter Batting in the second inning, almost never a good sign for any team. And that stands true here today once more for the Hammond Vikings. Big swing and a miss for strike one. First pitch strikes are going to be a one-way ticket to success for Kecho, especially down 2-0 so early in this game. Big swing and a miss at that one as well. Count goes 0-2. And that one is a blooper out to right field. Right fielder makes the grab, and that will retire the batter. And that'll go back to the top of the order, and Nick Upperman. Nick Upperman 0 for 1 so far on the day. His last at-bat was just in this previous inning. And he was out on the K. That one's called a strike. Nice little curveball. That one is going to be fouled off on the right side. And comes back into play. Count now 0-2. Once again, Velasquez at short playing decently far to the left. Not a lot of ground to cover there up the middle as he sees that one for ball one. Count goes 1-2. Upperman grounds that one over to the second baseman, and it'll break through. And that'll be a nice little single. With one out here and a man on first base. It'll be Kamari Thomas, who's already 1 for 1 on the day, looking to carry this momentum and potentially put another run on the board for the Oilmen. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss for strike one. That was going to be outside for a ball. It's Upperman out there on first. Kecho has already reached 40 pitches here in this game, and we're only in the second inning with one out. That's grounded over to the shortstop. Nice little hit and run play there will advance the runner. And that'll bring up Drew Church, number 15, 0 for 1 so far on the day. His last time up was a ground ball, but an error over at second base, so he did still reach. There's the pitch. Grounded over on the left side, foul. It's an 0-1 count with a runner on second. Kecho kicks, delivers. In the dirt, it's a ball, and it will get past to advance the runner. Count 1-1. Now with a runner on third, 2 outs. Drew Church with the potential to knock in an RBI and redeem himself after his ground into an error last inning. That one is high and deep into center field. Center fielder's got to cover a lot of ground. He makes the grab, and that retires this side. One stranded, and the Oilmen don't put any more on the board, but still have the 2-0 lead when we come back for the third inning here on Region Sports Network.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an ironworker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
You need 3 things to make a sandwich. 2 of them are bread, and 1 of them should be Lando Frost lunch meat. Wholesome and affordable, their licensed meats mix perfectly with fresh ingredients. Pick some up at your local grocery store today. Third inning of Oilmen baseball brought to you by Lando Frost. It is Jake Biederstadt to lead off the Hammond Vikings here in the top of the third. He'll foul that one off on the right side as he saw the first pitch for a ball. Count goes 1-1. Matt Rutke kicks, delivers, fouled straight back once more. Fans, a lot of friendly chatter here. We love the enthusiasm from the Oil City Stadium fans. Complaining to the fan who that foul ball nearly hit for not making the play. Unfortunately, this is not banana ball where a foul ball caught by a fan is recorded as an out, as that one's going to be outside and low for ball 2. Count goes 2-2. And that'll be in the exact same spot for ball 3. Count is now full. Upperman playing relatively shallow for a center fielder as that one is driven deep on the left side but landing foul. And we'll do the full count again. Biederstadt, I also believe, is making his Vikings debut. Here's the pitch. It's a ground ball over to Drew Church at short, and he will bobble that one, and that'll go in the books as an E6.
Score decision, E6. Now batting for the Vikings, number 3, Bryce Dow.
It's now the 9-hole hitter, Bryce Dowd, the left fielder for the Hammond Vikings. Matt Rutke fought through 7 pitches for that previous at-bat with Biederstadt. Big swing and a miss on that one to get things started. That one is straight up into the air. Drew Church with the redemption grab. And that will record an out. So now we finally get the out on the board. And we return to the top of the lineup with Dillian Rodriguez, the center fielder. Currently 0 for 1 on the day. His last time up was a ground out to the second baseman, Robinson. He'll see the pitch for strike one. And that one will be low and away for a ball. Attempted pickoff over at first, unsuccessful. And that one fouled off on the right side. Count now 1-2. And that one will even up the count as it is low. No defensive alignment switches here. Once again, Upperman playing a little shallow for a center fielder, but that one will be in the dirt and get past to advance the runner. Count now full. So now a full count with one out. Bieterstedt has advanced into scoring position. As that one is driven foul on the right side. The 3-2 once more. Driven over to the second baseman. The throw in time. That'll bring us the second out. But will advance the runner.
Now batting for the Vikings, number 8, Arnaldo Velasquez.
Two outs, runner on third. It's going to be Arnaldo Velasquez, 0 for 1 on the day. He flew out to the left fielder his first time up. And that'll go in the books as ball one high. And that's a drive into left field. A diving Cole Hockman could not make the play, and that will score a run and put a runner on first. So Velasquez makes it over to first. That brings up Thomas Corley. That one is fouled back for strike one. Arnaldo taking a hefty lead out there at first. They'll check him. And that'll be a ball high. Matt Rutke, 37 pitches in, 20 pitches just in this inning. He's been struggling in this one specifically. That's a ball. And another pickoff attempt at first, unsuccessful. The secondary lead from Velasquez, very strong. Definitely a good base runner and one to keep an eye on going further into this game, as he will see that pitch for strike two, and the count is even. And that one is a blooper out in center field. Nick Upperman needs to cover a lot of ground, and he will make the grab and retire the side. One run scores, but they decide to strand one, and when we come back, it's the bottom of the third with the Oilmen putting more insurance runs on here on Region Sports Network.
Crushing. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost premium meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
It'll be Cole Hockman at the dish to get things kicked off here for the Oilmen. In the bottom of the third, he's batting in the 4-hole. Cole Hockman currently 1 for 1 on the day. His last time up was a single to right. That one will be a ball outside. We get another ball out of the zone. Kecho having a difficult time placing these off-speed pitches. And if you hang one just the wrong way, a very powerful Oilman hitter is not afraid to drill that scoreboard in left field, as that one is hacked over to the second baseman. The throw, nice and easy in time. And that will give us one quick out here in the bottom of the third. It's Luis Termero 1 for 1 on the day with a single to left. First pitch. High, ball 1. Kecho takes a big windup out there on the bump. It's not a super long one with nobody on like you think a starting pitcher usually would, but he kicks that foot high as that one's chopped foul on the right side. That one's going to be a ball high. Count now 2-1. A very hungry Ryan Groberski on deck for the Oilmen, as that one's going to be another ball. Bring us into a hitter's count with one away and nobody on. And, oh, that one's going to be a called strike and shock Luis Termero, as that one looked like it was coming for his feet, and he was already halfway out of the batter's circle. Time called. Very strong winds from left to right here in Whiting as we just cleared out of a rainstorm, as that one is a nice hard shot into left field to put a runner on first base. Termero goes 2 for 2 on the day. That'll bring up 27 Ryan Groberski. His last time up was a walk, so looking to record that first official at-bat and hopefully bring Termero at least closer to home. Quicho 54 pitches in today, and we are 1 out into the third inning. So that one will be a ball. And that one is another line drive out to left field. Diving left fielder can't make the grab. It still goes in as a hit and not an error. That'll at least be a double. The runner rounding third. And he's going to get caught in a pickle. And he will get caught. It goes in the books as a double. And that gives us 2 outs with a runner on second. Unfortunate mistake from Luis Termero. Rounded third a bit too far. Probably should have just held up. Head coach Mike Caston did give him the signal to go, but I don't think it was a smart move for him to round third and go all the way home on that hit. The throws were coming in fast. Nate Brumfield takes ball 1. Groberski out on second. And that's a line drive over into left center field. This one will actually score one. And that single to left center brings in Ryan Groberski, and the score goes 3-1. And now it's Ricky Robinson 0 for 1 on the day. 2 outs with a man on first. He goes for an attempted pickoff to Brumfield. Quicho 58 pitches in, 14 in this inning. But when you're in the third inning, 58 pitches is a lot. It's a little less than double the usual amount, as that one is fouled off on the right side for strike 1. The wind still very strong here in Whiting, and will likely get worse as the night continues, as we expect another drizzle here at Oil City Stadium in about 40 minutes. The rain today was not bad at all. The field's still in very decent condition, but still got to watch out for that weather. That ball evens up the count. 2-2 with 2 outs. Top third with Brumfield on first. Curveball does not curve in enough. Now full count with 2 outs. Trying not to strand a runner. Big swing and a miss. And that will retire the side. When we come back, it's the top of the 4th inning. Hammond Vikings trails your Northwest Indiana Oilmen 3-1 here on Region Sports.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
Wait! Let me hear Lando Frost. Premium meat. Delicious. And no byproducts.
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay.
Whee!
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium.
It's the top of the 4th inning here at Oil City Stadium. Matt Ruttke, 40 pitches in through his first 3 innings of work as we get set here. Logan Tokars is the man due up for the Hammond Vikings, currently 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out to short. The D1 shortstop Drew Church, getting a lot of action, is responsible for the 1 error on the Northwest Indiana scoreboard, but still making 3 other plays since then. And we are set to go here for the top of the 4th. Matt Ruttke puts the first pitch in the zone, fouled off for strike 1. Heavily utilizing these fastballs. Fouled off on the left side. Any foul ball returned to the front gate by a child here at Oil City Stadium is worth $1. Collect enough of those, and you've got yourself a free jersey from the merch stand. Sounds like a good deal to me. That one's going to be a ground ball over to the shortstop. Nope. Third baseman's going to make the grab on it. The throw, not in time. Cole Hockman made a very good play. The throw was just short of in time. Very close, but Tokars makes it to first, and it'll be Trevor Roy. Second baseman takes ball 1. One's a grounder over to shortstop Drew Church, looking to turn 2. He gets 1. Not in time for number 2. It'll be a fielder's choice. That'll bring up number 28, Michael Roberson, the catcher. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out last time. Matt Ruttke looking to do that once more. He currently only has this 1 strikeout. Pickoff attempt at first base unsuccessful. Big swing and miss. If any of you were wondering, Seth, what's your least favorite part of nighttime? It's the bugs. Because the mosquitoes have made their way to Whiting. And they really bug me. The 0-2. High and in, ball one. That one's called a ball outside the stolen base. He's gone. Caught stealing goes Roy. Beautiful throw by Nate Brumfield behind the dish. The count goes 2-2. Two outs, looking to put Roberson away. Ball. And Rutke really grunted his way through that pitch. Looking to really put him away there. Full count. Fouled off. We'll do the payoff once more. Two outs now with a full count, nobody on. Big swing and a miss, and he goes down. No runs, one hit, no errors on 13 pitches, and it's the middle of the fourth inning. We'll be right back here with more Oilmen coverage on Region Sports Network.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an iron worker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
Welcome back to Oil City Stadium. It's going to be Mike Fedor here at the dish. Mike Fedor 0 for 1 in the 9-hole for today. His last time up was a line out to right field. And that'll That'll be strike one in the zone on the curve. Eddie Kecho, 65 pitches into this game. 64 pitches in 3 innings is not a decent number. You know, it's not what you're looking for. That one's driven high and shallow right center field. Center fielder makes a lot of coverage and gets the out. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order in Nick Upperman. Upperman's last time up was a hard ground ball to center field to get on the base. He struck out his first time up, excuse me. And that'll be a ball in the dirt. That'll be another ball. Count goes 2-0. On deck is Kamari Thomas. And Upperman and Thomas combined have been very deadly hitters in this league so far. Big swing and miss. Count goes 2-1. Big swing and miss. Evens up the count. And another swing and miss. 3 swings and misses in a row, and down goes Upperman. And that'll bring us to Kamari Thomas, who's 1 for 2 on the day. His first time up, he singled on a bunt. His last time up was a ground out over to second base. First pitch is taken for strike one. That one's going to be another strike. Quickly behind 0-2. And that's a ground ball over to the third baseman. There's the throw, and it's in time, and that will retire the side. When we come back, it's the Miller Lite 5th inning here on Region Sports Network.
Crushing. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost premium meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
Here in Northwest Indiana, whether the game's heating up or the sun's going down, there's nothing quite like finding yourself in the right place with the right choice in hand. And for many of us, that choice is a cold Miller Lite. Less filling, please drink responsibly. Celebrating 50 years of Miller time. The fifth inning of Oilmen baseball is brought to you by Miller Lite. And oh boy, the first 4 innings have been exciting. Only 3-1 here at Oil City Stadium. And this is the closest game the Oilmen have seen all season, as they currently sit 5-0, all 5 wins from blowouts. And it'll be Michael Stanton to get things kicked off for the Hammond Vikings. First pitch, high, ball 1. Stanton's first time up was a pop out to the second baseman. That one will graze the outside corner for strike 1. And that'll be a ball in the dirt. Count goes 2-1. Matt Rutke still on the bump for the Oilmen. 56 pitches in. Pretty decent numbers from my end here, as that's going to be another called strike. Evens up the count at 2. The only run that the Vikings have scored have been unearned. He's given up 3 hits so far in this game. Big swing and a miss, and down he goes. Brings up Jake Biederstadt, the right fielder in his Vikings debut. His only other at-bat today has been a ground ball. He reached on an error by Drew Church. His first pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. That one will be another called strike on the outside corner. And Matt Rutke is really punching in those pitches just to the outside of the plate. I think the home plate umpire is being a little generous, as that one's going to get fouled straight back over the press box. And here's the 0-2 once more. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes as well. Back-to-back Ks for Matt Rutke. That'll bring up Bryce Dowd in the 9-hole, 0 for 1 so far on the day. And after this at-bat, all 9 Viking hitters will have seen Rutke twice, which makes it much more difficult for Matt. And that first pitch is fouled away. Here's the 0-1. Pitch is high. That's a ground ball over to the second baseman. Robinson makes the throw, and he is gone. 1-2-3 inning, and we'll be back with more Oilmen Bats right here on Region Sports Network.
Crushing. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost premium meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
It's Drew Church at the dish now for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen in the bottom of the Miller Lite 5th inning. Drew Church 0 for 2 on the day. The D stop could really use a hit, as he'll see that curveball for strike one. It's still Eddie Keachow on the bump, 76 pitches in. He will hack and miss at that one for another strike. That'll be a ball in the dirt. And that one is a grounder over to the third baseman. Tokar scoops it up. Makes the throw in time. That'll bring up the third baseman, Cole Hockman. Cole Hockman has a single to right and a ground out to second. So the right side has been his friend today as a right-handed batter. That is not per usual. And he will foul this one off. That one's going to be called a strike on the inside corner, and yep, my suspicions were true, ladies and gentlemen. This strike zone is quite wide. Even when the umpire is setting up on the inside part of the plate, it is not ideal. Big swing and miss, and down he goes. I'll bring up Luis Termero, 2 for 2 on the day, looking to keep the streak alive. That one's called a ball high. And he'll see that one for a ball as well. Oh, he says he swung at that one. Not so sure about that. Very close check swing. And it's gutsy for the home plate umpire to make a call like that. There's nothing wrong in appealing. And just asking the base umpire as he'll see that one high for ball 3. Count goes 3-1. And that one is ripped out to left field. That should be a 2-bagger. He's digging for 2, and Luis Termero goes 3 for 3 on the day.
Now batting for Oilman, number 27, Ryan Groberski.
And the only way to ensure you can stay running that fast is with Midwest Orthopedics. Elite and everyday performers trust their physicians to help them make a fast, complete recovery. To be your best, see the best. Oilmen doubles, sponsored by Midwest Orthopedics. 2 outs now with a man on second. It's Ryan Groberski, 1 for 1 on the day. And he will foul that one off to start the AB. Now it's going to be called a ball outside. That was fouled off. Count goes 1-2. Groberski with a walk and a double. Here's the 1-2. Ripped high and deep into right center field. It's going to hop, and it's going all the way to the wall. That's going to be a double, and its score is 1. He might go for 3, and he decides to hold it 2. And the only way to ensure you can stay running that fast is with Midwest Orthopedics. Elite and everyday performers trust their physicians to help them make a fast, complete recovery. To be your best, see the best. Once again, Oilmen doubles brought to you by Midwest Orthopedics at Rush. That one fouled off. That one fouled off. That one is driven hard into left field. Left fielder makes a grab, and that retires the side. Oh boy, what a killer 5th inning it was. Oilmen, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors from the Vikings, 18 pitches, and we will be back with the 6th inning here on Region Sports Network.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
Wait! Let me help! Land of Frost! Premium meat! Delicious! And no byproducts!
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay.
Whee!
Make a smart choice. Land of Frost Premium.
Welcome back to Oil City Stadium. It'll be Dillian Rodriguez to get things kicked off, the center fielder in the 1 hole for the Vikings. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Matt Rutke with 65 pitches still out the bump. No earned runs against Matt Rutke so far. That first pitch will be a ball. That one's going to be another ball. Count goes 2-0 to the leadoff. Dillion, 2 ground outs, both to Nigro, or both to the second baseman. It was Robinson, as that one is fouled off. Now taking over at second base is Sam Nigro. That is chopped over to the second baseman, Sam Nigro, once more. 3 ground outs in a row to second base. This will bring up Arnaldo Velasquez, number 8, 1 for 2 on the day. His last time up was a very big single on a line drive to the left fielder. And he will see strike 1. If you're just now tuning in to tonight's broadcast, welcome in. My name is Seth Berquist, bringing you all of tonight's Oilmen action. Oilmen currently 4 runs on 9 hits. This is the closest game the Oilmen have seen so far this year. That will be a ball on the outside. As the sun begins to fade away, the fog is becoming thicker, and it is becoming harder and harder for me to see the BP refinery out there in the backdrop of center field, as that one is fouled away once more. And that one is going to be driven to the left side. Foul again. We will do the 1-2 once more for a third time. This will be the 6th pitch of the at-bat. That was going to be a ball in the dirt to even up the count. Ground ball, Sam Nigro once again with a little more action. He will bobble that one. It goes in the books as an E4.
Score position, E4.
That'll put a runner on with 1 out.
Now batting for the Vikings, number 36, Thomas Corley.
Brings up Thomas Corley, 1 for 2 on the day. First at bat was a single in the infield. His last time up was a fly out to center. The 1-0. Ground ball, cracked the bat. Drew Church makes a bobble. That's gonna go in the books as a hit, I think.
Now batting for the Vikings, number 20, Logan Tokars.
There's now runners on first and second. 1 out. A foul tip from Logan Tokars, who's 1 for 2 on the day. The third baseman has 2 ground balls. One was a single to Cole Hockman over at third. It's going to be a ground ball to Sam Nigro over at second. 4, 6, 3. Goodbye. It's a double play for the Oilmen. And the only way to ensure you can still throw that hard is with Midwest Orthopedics. Elite and everyday performers trust their physicians to help them make a fast, complete recovery. To be your best, see the best. Midwest Orthopedics sponsoring Oilmen Double Plays. And we will be back with bottom of the 6th Oilmen action here on Region Sports right after this.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
Wait! Let me help! Land of Frost! Premium meat! Delicious! And no byproducts!
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay.
Whee!
Make a smart choice. Land of Frost Premium.
Welcome back to the stadium. It's the bottom of the 6th inning. Due up is Sam Nigro with his first plate appearance of the game. New man on the mound, and Anthony Mangano. And we are ready to get things started here. Brand new batter against brand new pitcher. Sam Nigro, an infielder out of Colby College. And that's a ground ball over to the third baseman, Tokars. Throw to first. First pitch in time. One pitch gets the batter down early. That'll bring up number 28, Mike Fedor. Fedor 0 for 2, still looking for that first hit of the day. He has 2 flyouts to right field. Well, 1 to center, 1 to right. Both on the right side. So opposite field has been a big theme for him today. Here's the 2-0. Ball well outside. Count goes 3-0. Kicks, delivers. Strike on the inside. Fedor had no intentions of swinging at that one. And that one is popped straight up, and it's going to be the second baseman makes the grab. Trevor Roy making a good play out at second to grab that one. And that brings us to Nick Upperman. Only 6 pitches for the first 2 batters. Mangano looking to go the distance here. Anthony Mangano has only pitched 1 inning so far this season. His first pitch goes in for a strike. In that 1 inning of play, he only faced 3 batters and 7 pitches. No runs, no hits. Walked 3 and struck out 1. So no runs on no hits, but a lot of free bases. And that one is driven high into shallow right center field. Right fielder, it will drop in between both. And he's going to hold up at second. And the only way to ensure you can still run that fast is with Midwest Orthopedics. Elite and everyday performers trust their physicians to help them make a fast, complete recovery. To be your best, see the best. Oilmen doubles, sponsored by Midwest Orthopedics at Rush. This will bring up Kamari Thomas with Upperman on second and 2 outs. Thomas currently 1 for 3. He singled on a bunt his first time up, but has grounded out on both sides of the field since then. First pitch well outside for strike 1. That one will be inside. That one called a ball. And the temperature is drastically dropping out here in Whiting, Indiana. My watch currently says that it is 67. Don't know entirely how true that is. But the breeze is making it feel a lot colder, and rain is expected at some point later this evening. Mangano kicks, delivers. Ball high, count 3-1. The runner on second and 2 outs. Called strike. That's a difficult one to take if you're Kamari Thomas. The count goes full. Right fielder Biederstadt playing a tad shallow. And that one is fouled off. And he will wear that pitch in the first hit by pitch of the evening. Puts a runner on first and second for Drew Church, who's 0 for 3 on the day, still looking for that big hit to give the Oilmen a much better advantage. The bottom of the 6th with runners on first and second. Drew Church has 2 ground outs and a fly out today. That one is ripped in the gap, and that one should fill the bases. That was a nice little line drive to left field. Fills them up. And it is Cole Hockman, 1 for 3 on the day, sees ball 1. Hockman singled his first time up, but since then has grounded out and struck out. Playing out of John Carroll University, the Chicago native, fouls that one back. Mangano, here's the 1-1. And it is high in shallow right field. It's possible it drops, and it will not. That'll record the 3rd out. 3 stranded on that pop fly. And we go to the top of the 7th. Still, Oilmen up 4-1. We'll be back after these messages.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an ironworker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
It's Trevor Roy due up at the dish as we start the 7th inning here at beautiful Oil City Stadium. Just about hit the hour-and-a-half mark here in one. Trevor Roy currently 0 for 2 on the day. Matthew Rutke at 80 pitches is still out on the mound. No other defensive alignments have switched, as that one is a swinging strike. That'll be a ball outside to even up the count. It has gotten relatively chilly here in Whiting. And I don't know if it's because I'm sitting in front of 2 windows, but it is freezing. I'm also sitting directly under the air vent. That one will be a strike. Count now 1-2 to Trevor Roy. Rutke kicks and delivers. Called strike 3. That should bring up Joel Reyes, the catcher here for the Hammond Vikings.
Now batting for the Vikings, number 15, Joel Reyes.
Joel Reyes 1-0 so far. And that one will even it up at 1. Reyes replacing the catcher. His first at-bat of the day as he sees that one for strike 2. Timeout called by Reyes. Taking his 1 timeout. He will foul that one off. The 1-2. Hit right up the middle. It'll be a 1-4-3. And it's not very often you get to mark that in the books. But that should bring up Mitchell Stanton. And that is a ground ball over to the second baseman, and that will retire the side. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Matthew Rutke, and we will go to the stretch with the Oilmen in the lead, 4-1. When we come back right after this.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
Luis Romero now coming to the plate against 20-pitch Anthony Mangano. 20 pitches in that first inning of work, that is. As we reach the bottom of the 7th, Oilmen currently up 4-1. They scored 2 in the first, 1 in the third, and 1 in the 5th. The Vikings' only run coming in the 3rd inning, as that one is a straight shot to center, and that little line drive will put the leadoff hitter on first base to bring up 27, Ryan Groberski, who's 2 for 2 on the day. Groberski has 2 doubles today. And they are going to put a pinch runner over on first in number 25. And it's Alonzo Ragoza taking over there at first base as Ryan Groberski, with no outs and a runner on first, comes to the plate with 2 doubles on opposite sides of the field. And he will take the first pitch for strike 1. Attempted pickoff on Ragoza, unsuccessful. Oilmen are still getting the same amount of hits that they're used to in a day. As that ball gets past and a wild pitch will advance Ragoza. As I was saying, Oilmen still getting the usual amount of hits. Currently with 12, but those 4 runs, not very representative of those hits. As he sees that one for ball 2. And that one is ripped down the left side. It lands fair and goes all the way to the back corner of Oil City Stadium. And a beautiful line drive double will bring in a run. And the only way to ensure that you can stay running that fast is with Midwest Orthopedics. Elite and everyday performers trust their physicians to help them make a fast, complete recovery. To be your best, see the best. Doubles, sponsored by Midwest Orthopedics. That makes the score 5-1 here at Oil City Stadium in the bottom of the 7th. That brings up 17, Nate Brumfield. Still a runner on second with no outs. He will see the first pitch not curve in enough. That'll be ball one. And that one is on the outside corner for strike one. Nate Brumfield, the Valpo native. As that one is fouled back into the netting. Count goes 1-2. Defensive swing is fouled off once more. Count continues 1-2. On deck is number 5, Sam Nigro. The 1-2. Swing and miss. And down goes Brumfield by the way of the K. And that'll bring up Sam Nigro. 0 for 1 so far on the day. Groberski still out there at second. Only one out for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen. Time called by the catcher. That is Reyes behind the dish. Reyes and Mangano need to have a little conversation. Mangano not having any issues putting anybody out. Just 1 or 2 sloppy pitches have been the deciding factor so far. First pitch to Nigro is on the inside corner for strike one. That one's called a ball. The umpire wanted to call it a strike, decided to hold back. Count is 1-1, and the sun is almost gone. So that one brings the count to 2-1. It's a very foggy day here in Whiting, Indiana. Now getting word that the rain has pushed itself back and probably will not hit Northwest Indiana until early tomorrow morning. So no longer worried about rain here in Whiting as we reach the last 2.5 frames of this game. That one's going to be called a ball high. And that will put another man on. So with one out, we have a man on first and second base. And this brings up Hobbs Dunn, pinch hitter. Number 33 will most likely be taking over right field today. His first pitch he sees, he fouls back. Coming into this game hungry. That pitch is a ball. Count now 2-1. Pacers and Thunder currently in Indianapolis. About halfway through the second quarter, Pacers are up by 1. It is 45-44. And that one is ripped down the line, but foul. Evens it up at 2. And that is a called strike. And that is a punch out. That brings us to out number 2. Now with 2 outs and 2 on, we have Nick Upperman. The leadoff hitter is 2 for 4 on the day. 2 strikeouts, but a single and a double, both to right field, as he sees that one for ball 1. Three 3-0 count now to Nick Upperman. 2 outs. I'm curious if he gets the green light here, up by 4. And he will take that one for strike 1. Count goes 3-1. And that one will walk him and load the bases with 2 outs to bring up Kamari Thomas.
Now batting for Oilmen, number 16, Kamari Thomas.
Kamari Thomas is 1 for 3 on the day. Singled on a bunt his first time up and was hit by a pitch his last time up. There were ground outs in between there. Kamari Thomas, D1 out of Michigan State University. His first pitch. High, ball 1. And there will be a little mound visit here from head coach Dre Gilmore. Very curious to see how this conversation goes. Don't think there's any action in the Viking bullpen right now. Just a plan of attack here. There are 2 outs. All we have to do is focus on this hitter. If the Vikings put down Kamari Thomas, they'll strand 3 more. And left on base has been a big number for this Oilman team so far in this game. Oilmen have currently stranded 9 on the base paths so far. And we are ready to get back in action here at Oil City Stadium. 1-0 count on Kamari Thomas. There's the pitch. Inside, ball 2. That one will touch the outside corner for a strike. Ryan Groberski at third, not taking that hefty of a lead. And that one is drilled out into right field. He might have a grab on it, and it'll go over his head. That'll score 1. It will score 2. He might look to go 3. He's on his way to third. It's a bases-clearing triple from Kamari Thomas. And the score goes 8-1 from that beautiful triple by Kamari Thomas. Now with 2 outs and still a runner on third, it'll be the D1 shortstop Drew Church. His first pitch is outside for ball one. And that one is pelted out into center field. He will make the grab on it, and that will retire the side. Plenty of runs score for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen. As a matter of fact, 4 score on 3 hits and no errors from the Vikings. 31 total pitches. When we come back, it's the top of the 8th inning here on Region Sports Network.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an iron worker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
Carter Green makes his oil debut for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen out of South Suburban College. He is a lefty. He has 3 pitches. It's a fastball, changeup, and a slider. And we are ready to get things underway with Jake Biederstadt 0 for 2 here in the top of the 8th inning at Whiting. He starts his debut with 2 straight balls. Right now, just looking to shake those jitters. Absolutely no pressure on him whatsoever, as he is up 7 in the 8th inning, as he sees that one hit the bottom of the zone for a strike. Big swing and miss evens up the count. That will just go under the zone. Fill up the count to Carter Green's first batter faced of the season. Biederstadt 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded into an error and struck out so far. Big swing and miss, and down he goes swinging. First batter faced by Carter Green goes down by the way of the K. It'll be Bryce Dowd now for the Vikings. Left fielder 0 for 2 on the day. He sees that one in there for a strike. He sees that one high and away for ball 1. Evens up the count. Carter Green, a Homewood, Illinois native. I believe I see people passing out hot dogs in the stands. And in the And that'll be a swing and a miss. Count goes even at 2-2. And that one is fouled back, and we will do the 2-2 once more. And that will be a ground ball over to the shortstop. Drew Church makes the throw in time, and that records out number 2. Drew Church getting a lot of action out there at short. But that brings up Dillian Rodriguez, the center fielder, 0 for 3 on the day. Ground out, and ground out. All three in the exact same location at second base. And that will be a ball inside. Here's the 2-0. Outside, count goes 3-0. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk to put a runner on. I'll bring up Arnaldo Velasquez, 1 for 3 on the day. The big hit we saw from him was his second time up, a single on a line drive to left field. It was crushed. Now with 1 on and 2 outs, down by 7. Definitely a big do-or-die moment here for the Hammond Vikings. That one will touch the outside corner for strike 1. That one's a called strike. Count goes 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Down he goes. Big inning for the debut, Carter Green. And no runs on no hits in 19 pitches. We will be back with the bottom of the 8th inning here on Region Sports Network right after this.
Crushing. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost premium meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
Back here at Oil City Stadium, Jake Biederstadt has moved from right field onto the pitcher's mound. And that'll put Camus out in right field. Cole Hockman due up for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen. Cole Hockman out of John Carroll University is a Chicago, Illinois native standing at 6'1". Hockman 1 for 4 on the day. There was a single his first time up, but since then, a ground out, the strikeout, and the pop out. We are ready to get things underway here at the bottom of the 8th inning. That one is called a ball. Hockman playing a little bit further up in the box, decided not to stand all the way on that back line, more of the middle of the box. As that one buzzes the tower, makes the count 3-0. And he will get hit by that one. And he will take a second to gather himself before he takes off the pads and heads down to first. One of those instances where a free base isn't actually free. Had to pay the price of that one. But that puts the leadoff runner on first and brings up Alonzo Rygoza for his first at-bat of the evening. Biederstadt kicks, delivers, runner goes on the first pitch. It's a called strike. And that is a stolen base. Stolen base is brought to you by BP. For maximum speed and efficiency, look to BP in Whiting, an energy company with a purpose. And that one will even up the count. So now with no outs, Hockman has moved into scoring position. Here's the 1-1. Outside, ball 2. A lot of movement from Hockman out at second. Gavin Garnica is on deck. He will be pinch hitting today as Reyes and Biederstadt make a quick conversation here on the mound. Don't know if it's a communication problem, but this far in, I do not see any other reason for the catcher, to make a trip all the way up there. Swing and miss evens up the count. Rygoza having a hard time seeing him. Here's the 2-2. Outside, fills it up. At this point, this is your first plate appearance of the day. The goal is not necessarily to get a hit, just get on base. As it would be nice to score Hockman, there's no pressure to hit the runner here, as that one is fouled back as the runner went. And Hockman will make the trot of shame back to second base. One more time. Here comes the 3-2. Outside, and that will give him a free base. Now with no outs and a runner on first and second, it'll be Gavin Garnica. Gavin Garnica, for all of you school scouts watching at home, he is in the portal. As he sees that one on the outside corner for strike one. Garnica is out of Plainfield, Illinois. Just celebrated his birthday back on Monday. So you will see with that one outside for ball one. And that will be a wild pitch to advance the runners. So count now 2-1 with two in scoring position. No outs, absolutely no pressure on Garnica here in his first appearance of the day. And that one is a grounder over to the second baseman. He'll have to make the play at first. It's a ground out, but he gets the RBI. So now one out with a runner on third, and Alonzo Rygoza. And Nate Brumfield, the catcher, 1 for 4 on the day, is going to make an appearance. And he will see ball one outside. Count now 2-0 with one out. No defensive shifts of any sort. Bieterstadt struggling to keep the pitches to the zone, as that will be a 4-pitch walk to put runners on the corners with only one out. Sam Nigro up by 8. A bases clearing double, I believe, ends the game here for the Oilmen. As he sees that one for strike one. Runner goes, called strike two. No throw down, so now both in scoring position with only one out. one goes in as a ball. Nigro sees a 1-2 count. Rygoza on third, Brumfield on second. And that one will get past. Runner goes. And he will make it there on the wild pitch easy. And the score now 10-1. Now a 2-2 count. Brumfield advanced to third. And if the umpires are enforcing the run rule today, that runner on third could end the game. Nigro goes down by the way of the K. That brings up Hobbs Dunn. Two outs on the board. Hobbs Dunn with Brumfield on third. And that one is hit hard over to the second baseman, and it will bobble. That goes in the books as an error, and that should end the game if we are enforcing the run rule. And we are looking around. We think so, and they do. That will end the ball game here at Oil City Stadium. We'll be back with more on the post-game show right after this break here on Region Sports Network.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
Wait! Let me help! Land of Frost! Premium meat! Delicious! And no byproducts!
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay.
Whee!
Make a smart choice. Land of Frost Premium.
Welcome back to Oil City Stadium. Final score here from Whiting is 11 for your Northwest Indiana Oilmen and 1 for the Hammond. 14 hits on 11 runs. A lot of hits on very little runs on the first half of this ball game. Oilmen figured out their quick base running to finally get that 11 on the board. A plethora of errors for both sides of the ball game. 2 for the Vikings and 2 for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen. Midwest Orthopedics player of the game will go to the pitcher in Matthew Rutke. In 7 innings, he only gave up 4 hits, 1 run not earned, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. A Midwest Orthopedics player of the game, if I have ever seen one. Amazing pitching. Tomorrow is Military Appreciation Night here at Oil City Stadium as your Northwest Indiana Oilmen take on the Griffith Generals for the first time this season. The Northwest Indiana Oilmen now 6-0 on the season. The team's all-time record for best start is 10-0, and they look to chase that start down as we continue further into the season. For all of us here at Oil City Stadium, we thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. For the final score, Northwest Indiana 11, Hammond 1. This is Seth Berquist saying enjoy the rest of your evening.